Thank you, thank you. Hello. How are you? Oh, good. Very well, huh? Nice mood, huh? Nice mood. I'm very happy. Yeah? Yes. You want? No? You want to sit here? No, it's better. No? You're good. Okay. Okay. To see the screen. Yes. Okay. The introduction will be very good. Was be very good. Thank you very much. I'm illusionist. This is my first job, magician. I travel all around the world, and I became street photographer, and also X photographer just 1 year and a half. 1 year and a half, yes, a little bit. Everybody speak English? Yeah. Yes, okay, it's okay for everybody? Okay, I try to share my experience with the Fuji to explain why I chose a Fujifilm camera, slow my trips, so the travel and everything like this, okay? So, do you know Fujifilm camera? Who tried? Yes, you tried? Which one? Your first camera? Which camera? Yes, okay. Okay.
I also had a small compact Fuji.
Yes.
I don't really remember the model.
I saw you before? No? No, never. No, okay. And the other? No? Never tried no Fuji? Which one?
I have a
Nikon? The Nikon? Up there. Nikon? Okay, 1, 2. Canon? Okay, other? Others, it's which one? What do you have? Sony? Sony? No? Which one? Okay, Olympus. OMD, very good too. Yes, okay. And Fujifilm. So first, why Fujifilm? Because I travel all around the world to help the children with my magic show. I'm a magician. I'm a humanitarian magician. I help the children in a poor area, like favelas, like a ghetto in Mexico, like in Ethiopia, in Africa, or something like this. And at the beginning, I had a big Nikon. It was Nikon D7000 with a big lens like this, with other lens and something like this. And in the bag, for my bag, it was not good. I have enough here. It's not necessary to have in the bag too. And I decided to change after a trip in India, because in India it's difficult also to be discreet in the street photography with the big camera like this. And a friend of me spoke about the Fujifilm, and I tried the X100, and I'm completely in love now of Fuji X100. Okay, it's a crazy camera. It's a small camera, and for my bag, it's better. Do you see? The X100 is very discreet. You can put in your pocket if you have big pocket like me. Okay, with that, it's easy. And the quality is very, very high quality. With the Fujinon, it's a 35 millimeters. Fujinon is completely crazy. If you test it, if you try on your computer, completely crazy. I will show you some photography. They explain why the Fuji is better or not, or similar. Okay, for example, so Fuji in the street. With this kind of photography, in the street, I never use the multiple. Yes, just one shot. Okay, I have just one shot to take this kind of photo. So it's like a hunter. Okay, the hunter in the street. You see something like this. You think about the background. You turn around the target. You take the photo with the deep of the street and something like this. Okay, and you take one shot. Okay, this is my philosophy. Some people like to push the button during 5 seconds with 10 photos, but this is the philosophy of street photography. And at the beginning, in the review, in the magazine, people say yes, the Fujifilm is not faster with the focus, the autofocus. I will show you that it's not true for the street photography, okay? I'm not here to explain, it's not a sport photography, it's not a wedding photography, okay? I'm a street photographer. Depend you need. If you need the sport photography, okay? Nikon, Canon, or faster, no problem with this. This kind of photography. And if you have some question, okay, don't hesitate, tell me. 35 millimeters, so the distance on, I know the distance between the target and me. It's around 3 meters, 3 meters and 5, okay? I need to be close to have emotion, because in my photography, I like the emotion, to share the emotion. If I have an emotion when I push the button, maybe you will have an emotion when you see the photography, okay? So, this one, it was a...
Excuse me, may
Yes.
I ask you about the last photo?
Yeah.
How do you edit?
So,
How do you edit your photos?
how do you
Edit process.
edit?
Process.
My process. I'm a specialist in HDR. Okay, all my photos are HDR editing. Okay, you know HDR? Yes.
High dynamic range.
Okay, I use Photomatics Pro, like a software, Lightroom, and Silver Effects. This is the three software that I use to have this result. Why I like HDR for editing? Because with the HDR, I have this sensation of 3D. Do you know what I mean? This is I can play with the background. I can play with the shadows there. It's very interesting. It's long. To editing, it's more longer than normal editing, but it's very interesting. In color, you can see in color HDR is more strong. Is more strong. This photography, it was yesterday morning in Bucharest. It was yesterday morning, and so always with my X100. Okay, it's very interesting because in the train station in Bucharest, it's difficult if I arrive with the big lens like this, with a lot of police guy or security or something like this. I stay here 15 or 20 minutes, okay? And to be discreet with the camera, I put the camera like this. I put the screen on like this. I would like the trend, and I wait an emotion, something, and the little boy. It could be better if the boy look the trend with the hand. It could be more emotional, okay? But to take this kind of photo with the X100 like this, put like this, the security guy don't see me, so what's waiting for what? Waiting for the train. I put like this, and then when I push one time. Okay, this is interesting. After that, I can play with the color. I was lucky with the red jacket, same color than the train. I think it's better after the choice, black and white or color. It's on the computer. You can look like this, and maybe it's interesting. The light was very good too, and the exposure, the settings on the camera, it was priority speed. I use in the suite always priority speed, and I play between 250 and 1000 for the speed. Just play like this and play with the exposure, because on the Fujifilm X100 and the other, it's possible to play with the under here, and the aperture is just here. Everything is manual. It's possible to be fast. Okay. With my Nikon, it was I prefer. It's a sensibility. My sensibility prefer this kind of camera. Other photo like this. It was in Belgium, in the middle of the street. Be careful. Huh? look at the car. When people work like this, the speed, it was also probably on this one. Yes, 250 for the speed, aperture automatic, priority speed, to take this kind of photo. The quality, okay, it's for Facebook or something like this is very low, but the quality is very sharp with the Fujifilm 35 millimeters. If you try also the X20 on Fujifilm, it's a smaller than the X100. It's compact with a zoom. With a little zoom, and the quality of the color of this camera are crazy. And you can put this compact in your pocket and add one camera like this every day. It's interesting for this, because when you have a big reflex, every day have the camera, it's sometimes difficult. And with this kind of camera, it's possible to take the photo if you like street photography or not. Something strange can you find in the street, for example, and if I don't have my small camera in my pocket, impossible for me to take this one. Okay, just turn in the street in Barcelona. I saw this guy or girl, don't know, and catch the emotion at this time. Always HDR editing. Okay. So after that, okay, in color, it could be something like this. Always in Barcelona. And it's possible to have this big bubble, because everybody thinks that it's a big bubble. It's not a big bubble. I'm very close. Always 35 millimeters, don't forget. Always 35 millimeters. To have this kind of photo, always in the street. I give you also some tips for the street photography in the same time. To have this kind of photo, I pay the guy, I put €1, I don't know, I look at him, I make a wick like this, and the guy play for me, because I put the money. After, it's the bubble, it's a bubble probably like this, the diameter. Okay, it's a long bubble. But I'm so close of the bubble, and I have this sensation that a big bubble. But it's a good illusion for a magician, no? And also editing to have the color of Barcelona are very like this. And with HDR, I can have the real sensation to Barcelona. Also, in the Bucuresti, it's the market of Barcelona. With your small camera, with the Fujifilm camera, it's also possible to take this kind of photography. Just put the camera like this. You try, just with one hand. I take like this. Sometimes I do just like this, clack. I look, clack. It's discreet. Okay, it's very nice. It's very interesting to take this one. You put just like this. I look the screen, and with the Fujifilm XM1, it's a XM1. You have the screen. You can turn the screen like this. It's better to take the photography. It's better. Okay. To see the color, the quality of the color of the Fujifilm camera, it's also with this kind of camera. It's better on the computer, but you can have all the color very pushy, and sometimes without HDR, I need to put less saturation, because the colors are very bright, very interesting. It's a good memory. If you like Paris, you can do also this kind of photography. It's always interesting, because always with 35 millimeters, my zoom is my feet, and I think it's interesting to learn the composition without zoom. I learn a lot without zoom. It's very interesting too. If you have some question, don't hesitate. After that, the choice. Some people like in color or black and white. Depends on your taste after that. Yes, Fuji in speed. I told you that in some review, people said that the autofocus is slow, a little bit slow. Look, this kind of photography that we can do is this. Okay, the guy in the street, do a jump, I take the camera, and I shot, just like this. and it's completely sharp, clear, net, and it's possible with this kind of camera too. Interesting. In the movement, with this Fuji, the autofocus, you can take the focus on the guy, follow him, and click when you want. I do this. The background is a little bit blur, but the guy is sharp, except the feet, because he push with the foot like this. But it's possible to do the little sport, urban sport, or something like this. It's not football with a long distance, cars, competition of cars, or motorbike, or something like this. So it's clear, huh? Okay? If you want to do the photography with a motorbike or something like this, change, huh? Okay? Difficult with this kind of camera. In Bucharest, 4 months ago, it's with Parada Circus. I was there with, to help the children in the street in Bucharest. And one of the students said, yes, Fred, I want to show something. He do something like this. I say, don't move. I take the camera. One more. One more, please. So I take the composition. I take a little dip here, my wall, and I say, okay. And to do this, just 2 shots. I just take 2 shots. It's not necessary to ask him more, and more. Okay, because it's difficult. But look, the quality is good. It's sharp too, except one leg in movement. But it's interesting to do something like this. Next one is the most dangerous photo that I took. This one. It's Plaza Catalunya with my camera. A lot of pigeon in this place. I walk slowly like this, but I'm not very discreet, okay, for the bird. And at one time, one people run, I don't know, and all the birds come like this on me. I promise, this one, probably here, just like this, okay? To protect me, just my camera, not like this, like this, in the visor, okay? With the optical visor, like this, because if I stay like this, probably I will move. I was moved like this, and the photo is perfect like this because I stay in my visor, optical visor, no problem, and I feel the wind of the birds just too close of my head. But dangerous. Be careful. Street photography can be dangerous. You can try one day. It could be a pleasure. Always in Bucharest for the autofocus and speed of the Fujifilm camera, it's this one. With the guy like Yamakasi, you know the movie Yamakasi, the guy who jump on the wall. You have this kind of guy in Bucharest. This is Plaza Unirii, close to Plaza Unirii. And it's completely crazy, yes, when you jump. And if you take the focus on the guy, you follow him, and clack, take the photo. It's possible also with this kind of camera. At the beginning, I was skeptical about the speed of the autofocus of this camera, and after a lot of tests like this, now for me, for my need, it's just perfect. The speed, and also, this is on the Ramblas in Barcelona, okay, to take the guy like this, the guy don't move. I put the vitesse at 4, just a 4. No tripod, huh? No tripod, just on my feet like this. Take the camera like this. You don't move. Waiting a little bit people and try. It's possible. We play with the exposure. ISO for the settings also. ISO are always automatic. I put always ISO automatic because it manage very well the ISO. Okay, maximum that I do, then I put it's 3,200 probably. But the result is also interesting. Speed, or less speed, you can play with a large panel like this. I think it's interesting. This one, it was last weekend with the Yamakasi exhibition. All the Romanian Yamakasi came here in Bucharest, and I took some photo. And look, it's in movement. You can catch the guy in the movement, and also you have just one shot. But to do a jump like this, you do just one time, because it's a high jump. It's also the same with the football. I will try in Paris with the guy who shot the balloon, and I just catch the good moment with the statue. I'm lucky, there. Also, to manage the light, the night without flash, a lot of people say, yeah, it's possible to take the photo for the party or on the show or something like this. Yes, it's possible too. In a theater, next one, in a theater, too lot of light, but it's okay. But it's possible to have a very, very nice photography, okay, in the night without flash, just with a small spotlight on the left there, and the photo is very crazy. Like with the light, it's difficult to see, but it's very interesting. Also, in the concert, in the live show, it's possible to play without flash with camera ISO maximum ISO aperture 2, f2. Okay, and after that, you play with the speed, and you can have this kind of photo. I think it's interesting. Also, my best friend in Barcelona. And the story, yes, I catch her or him in the street a few months ago, and it was a national day, from a French National Day, and there was invited for made a show, and when I saw it, my God, this is my friend. I take a photo, and just with the light in the nightclub, it's possible to have the good photo, because my choice, it was to put the light of one spotlight behind the hand like this. I was lucky. Very, very nice photo, I think. For me, love it. The same in a theater. It's very interesting, because with a small camera like this, people sometimes think that it's not possible to have this large panel, okay? But it's possible to do a lot of things with this. Okay, it's f2. F2 is a light, is a very, very interesting to work with this, and without flash, it's possible to do a very nice photo. In this bar, it was the same. It was more dark than here. It was very, very dark, but it's possible to push the ISO, to push the exposure, or maximum exposure of the camera. It's +2 and less 2. Okay, sometimes it's necessary to have the +3 or less 3. And on the new Fujifilm camera, the XT1, there is a +3 and less 3. It's very interesting. On the new one, you have everything. You have the more exposure. You can take the screen and move the screen like this. It's a good camera also, but it's big camera, like a reflex. Also in the show, without authorization, official authorization, okay, it's possible to take the photo because it's small camera. You are in the theater, or you can take the photo like this, no problem. It's very discreet, and you have a mode silence mode, you can nothing. Just move your finger. The light is very good. Okay, this question. Got to show you some tips to take this kind of photo, because the same. When I take the photo, the guy is just here, and me, I'm here. Okay, it's very close. And if I do something like this, it's difficult. But like a magician, okay, it's possible, because with some tips like this, I want this kind of scene. Okay, I want this scene, and I don't want that people say, "Oh no, no, no," something like. Okay, I look here. I say, "Okay, let me check." Okay, oh, there's nothing there. I push the button. Not for real. Okay, I stay here. I say, oh, it's nice. Clack, I take the photo, and I come back here. It's perfect. Okay, remember, you look here, like this, you say, oh, yes, it's very, let me check. Boom, take the photo. Don't forget to come back here to take the photo, okay? It's discreet. Nobody look at me. No problem with this. It's possible. This one, to take this one, I have the possibility with this, okay, without this. Just put here. I take a coffee on the bar. I put the camera on the bar here. Look, take the coffee, take the photo. Okay, just with this. It's like a remote, manual remote. I like it. I don't know why, because the camera is old, maybe old look. It's interesting, and it's possible to do this kind of photo. I'm very close also. I'm very, very close. This one was the same. This one, I put the camera on the glass, just on the glass with the remote, and I take the photo when I want. Interesting too. This one in Barcelona, the Muslim guy discuss. I love the deep of this photo, and I want to take this discussion. So, same thing, come close to her, look at this. Oh, very nice, like this. Oh, let me check. Bing, take the photo. Oh, very interesting. Okay? If you are alone, you can do like this. If you are two people, it's possible to take also. Come with me here. If you are two photographers or two friends, come. You can use, come here. Yes. Oh, yes, put here. Yes, here, look at me. Oh, yes. You are very nice. Don't move. Okay, let me check. Interesting. Bing, take the photo and come back on the guys. Okay, you can use the people. You have different tips, this kind of tips. It's very, very interesting. I use it in Bucharest. It's perfect. It's just perfect. But here, you are very kind with the photography. Depend the area, okay? In Lipscan, it's very easy with the camera, no problem. It's just touristic area. People know this kind of thing. You cross the road, just I don't know if you know the small. It's a Plaza Lipscan with the wolf and two child. Yes, this is. You take. Yes, the tunnel. Okay, the other side. Just one road. After that, with the camera. But also I play. Nobody fight me. I don't know why. Okay, so be careful. Play with your. I play with my physique, yes, because nobody want to tell me. Yeah, what's happened? Yes, I can scream. Probably more than him, okay? when you are like you are a woman, with a smile, you can take all the photos that you want. Okay? Me, not sure. Okay? I have a good smile, but not sure that the girl, it's better possibility. Street portrait. Something like this. You can speak with the people in the street too. It's very interesting. And like also your camera are very discreet, are very small. People think that you are a tourist. Very good. It's very good. Because before, with my big lens and my big reflex, when you do like this, the guy says, oh my God. Okay, it's a professional, it's for what kind of newspaper, what kind of magazine or something. With my little camera, like this, can I take a photo? Oh yes, you can. It's very, very nice and interesting. And I can take this kind of photo. It's a street artist. Okay, it's a jungler. Okay, like it. Very nice. You have the face, a good face for the portrait in the street. Also, yes, Fujifilm, it's not Hasselblad for the studio. Okay, but you can do a nice photography. For some friends, I do something like this. Okay, and the quality, like this is with a tripod, you are very sharp with the lens. The lens is very crazy. Huh? You could test after. It's completely crazy, and you can have the very, very nice photo too, like a studio. Okay, it's not a studio camera. It's not with the light. I have no reflection, just with the light of the sun. Okay, at the good moment, you can do a very nice photo like this, or something like this. It's interesting. Huh? Do you see and all the photo with this camera? Okay, I think it's interesting to see all this fashion. This is a human statue in Barcelona. To take a portrait like this, you put a coins too. Huh? Without coins, no portrait like this. This is a Bucuresti painter. It's a very nice guy, and I did a report on him, and with this photo, very, very interesting. Another human statue. And with the HDR, you like or don't like, no problem, but it's interesting to play with the color. I think it's good. Street photography is something spontaneous. Okay, I like street photography because the street every day is a surprise. Every day, every time, every minute, the life change, people change, background change. You must be attentive. You must be alive to take the photo, and you can have this kind of photo. Very interesting. This is in Brussels. On the Brussels, there is a draw on the wall. I saw this guy take the photo, good photo. I'm lucky, the same work like this, and it's interesting. It's for this kind of photography that I like a street photography. Okay, it's always interesting. 1 second after, 1 second before, not good. This photo is good. With a Salvador Dali. Look at this guy also. This is a street photography too. This is the good perception, and you can take this photo. It's also discreet in the street. It's very, very interesting. This is some example. Again, to take this photo like this. I saw 2 girls arrive in the market in Barcelona. This guy don't want that I take the photo because it's illegal, I'm sure. Okay, he don't like the photo. But when I saw this, and the security guy, I say, I have the photo. In 1 second, in 1 second, just the camera ready with the settings ready. In the market like this, I saw, I say, clack! And after that, at home, I look if it's good. I'm lucky, maybe. But just snapshot like this. It's possible to have very good photo too. Small. Like the Beatles. You can play with the color. Also this one good. 1 second before, not good, 1 second after, not good. Okay, the look, very important. And always be ready with the settings in the Fujifilm camera. It's definitely good. Also, this is with all this photo with the Fujifilm X100. After that, you have the X Pro 1, X1, X2, okay? Now, XT1, you can change the lens. You have a lot of possibility. You have the 14 millimeters, 18 millimeters, 45 millimeters. You have the big angle, and also there is a 55 zoom to 55 300 millimeters. Okay, it's possible to change the lenses with Fujifilm 2. It's not fixed lenses, only on the Fujifilm X100 35. And on the Fujifilm, you have the possibility to put an extension on the lenses to pass the 35 at 24 millimeters. It's a small extension like this that you can put there. Another guy in the market, always the same thing. 1 second to take this kind of photo, and it's okay. It looks like a French actor, Lino Ventura. Do you know Lino Ventura? The Fuji and fun. We spoke about the speed outside, the theater, or something like that. After that, I don't know if you know this kind of party. It's the Holi festival. It's Indian party, the colors party. And to go in the middle of this party, with this camera, I put a plastic bag just around this camera, just put a hole on the lenses. I clip like this, okay? And after I can go in the party, and it's a big dust, colored dust, okay? And like it's a camera fix, no problem. After I put a tape on this party, I put the tape on the other party, just here and here. And after you can take the photo with security, no problem to do bad things at your camera. And it's possible to play with the guy, because the photography is something fun. You must be enjoyed to take the photo. Also, I told you sometimes it's dangerous, okay? It's not a Photoshop or something like this. This is a party in the street with a big stuff like this. I don't know, play with Photoshop. I don't know. It's not my stuff. And the photography, it must be a pleasure, always a pleasure. And for me, this is something fun, and this is also something magic. I want to play with the audience. I want to play with my friend. I want to show my emotion, my sensibility. What do you want to show us with your photography? Okay, me, I want to play. I want to play with the street, and sometimes I play with the perspective. In my workshop, in my street photography workshop, yes, everybody say like this or like this. Yes, the photo is taken like this, and when you turn to editing, you can have the good perspective and a good view. It's to play with the street. Okay, it's very important. In Bucharest, this one, you know this street, in this kind, okay? And I was lucky 2 weeks ago, because now there is a terrace in this part. Not necessary to go tomorrow. It's possible to do. But when you have a deep like this, when you have the bench, or I don't know, play with the street. It's so funny to play like this. And in the workshop, I learned to play like this. It's very, very funny. Take a pleasure with the street, please, 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 and with your camera. If you are there, if you like a photography, okay, it's funny, no? Okay, the good landscape, it's very nice, no problem. Okay, I like very nice landscape too, but I love it. I love it. How many people use the fixed lenses? Which one? 35? 28 and 85. Okay. 50? 50 is good too, huh? 50 is good, but you need to be far than 35. Yes, for the portrait. And the other? 50 and 85. 50? 85 too? Yes.
Maybe sometimes 15.
Yeah.
For action shots. Like
Okay. Yeah, like a fisheye. I love to play with my Nikon. I had a fisheye, and I miss this fisheye. My God, it was so good.
8mm.
Yes, yes. Also in the street, you use this. Me too. Look.
This is your only Fuji?
Yes, this one, X Pro 1 too. X Pro 1. But for the street, it's a this one. Okay. And after, in the street, sometimes I do some video. I film my session, the street session, and I put the GoPro on my camera like this. Like this, I can take the photo, and people can understand at what the good moment then I take the photo with my camera. It's interesting to play with this.
Unfortunately, it lacks a discretion.
Yes? Two?
It lacks the discretion.
Yeah? Yeah, definitely, yes. People look at me like extraterrestrial.
Because of the blinky, but
Yes. Also, and say, what's this? It's a new flash. No, it's not discreet. But when I'm in the street with the workshop with 5 people or 10 people, it's not discreet. Definitely. Okay. I try to learn the discretion in the workshop. Sometimes it's difficult because when someone in the student saw something interesting, everybody run on the guy, take the photo. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. Yes. And now, after that, at the beginning, everybody say, "Oh yes, it's difficult to take the portrait of someone that I don't know. I'm very shy. Oh yes, I came. Hello." It's difficult in the street. Okay. My force, I'm illusionist. On the stage, I'm on the stage. I don't know the audience. In the street, it's the same thing. Okay, so with a smile, with your attitude, with your body language, okay, it's possible to say, "Hey, yes, hello, can I take the photo? You are beautiful. Oh, I like your hair." It's not true, but it's good. Yes, just my last workshop Monday, we catch the twins. We saw the twins, completely similar girls, the clothes, everything. First, the girls arrived like this. Nobody take the photo. It was the big surprise to see it like this. The twins. Nobody take the photo, my God. And after that, they came back and no problem. They asked to take the photo. It was a very nice moment too. But don't hesitate to ask at the guy to take the portrait with the 50 millimeters or 8.5. Oh my God, 8.5. It's which one? F 1. Yes, good. Yeah, good. And for you, the 50, the F it's a 1.8. 1.8 too. Yes. Who had the 1.4? Yes, good too. It's crazy, no? Yes. The last Fujifilm F 1.4. I want one. I'm a magician. Be careful. No, it's very good. It's very sharp. It's completely very, very interesting and nice for the portrait, for example.
When you ask people to take a photo of them, aren't you do a pose.
Yeah.
They will not be natural anymore.
Yeah, it's for this that I took always one photo before. For example, yes, right. Because to keep the emotion, for me, the emotion, it's natural position, and this is the scene of life. The street photography is the scene of life. If you ask, you lose all this emotion. So when I see someone, for example, a guy like this, I come here, I take one photo, I say, hey, yes, hello, how are you? After that, just after, I ask it. But before, I take always one photo, just in case. Just in case. It's very important. If you are after you can show her, you like the photo. And always rules, I take the email and I send the photo to the guy. Always. If the guy catch me, I ask the email, I said, okay, it's the game. Okay. If he don't catch you, okay, you say anything. And another rule, important, never take a photo of handicap or homeless or something like this. Okay, it's not necessary to take the photo for me. It's my rules. The people are very nice. People are very kind. I want to make more nice with my photography. Okay, because when I'm in a ghetto or in a poor area, very very dirty, it's always possible with the photography to take the photo with a nice emotion and something very beautiful. Okay, in the dishes, in the garbage, it's possible, but it's not a photography for the misery. It's not interesting. Okay, very important for me. After that.
Where do you have the workshops? Which cities are your favorite?
The best city for the street photography, for example?
Where do you like to have the workshops to show people?
Barcelona, probably one of the great spots. Also Bangkok. I love Bangkok for the street photography. And for the light, Istanbul. Just Istanbul. And after the other place, all the places are good, I'm sure. I'm just arrived in Bucharest. I discovered this town, and some areas are very interesting here. But you need to know the town to do the good street photography. It's not touristic photography. To take a good street photography, you must to find the border, just the border between the touristic area and the popular area. Okay, and on this border, you can have the good photography. But now I take the map of Bucharest and I put the point like this. Well, where for me it's interesting. I go early morning, I'm going to the street, I test, I try, and after I put the line to have my border line for the street photography. And all the city, I do the same thing.
So always you make some researches before to start the photography and the map.
Yes, the map. The map, and also now I know what I want to find in the street. I want the market. I want this border. So I ask at the people who live there, where is the market, where is the good market, because some people told me, spoke about the flowers market here, but flower market with your camera, forget here. Oh yes, my God, it's completely difficult, and people don't want the photo. I had a lot of difficulty to take a photo. After I was in Chisinau, in Moldavia, just two weeks ago. Okay, and in the market, it's just fabulous because there is only one guy like me in Moldavia, definitely. Okay, like this, with the hat, and with the camera in the market, I'm alone. Huh? I'm just alone. Huh? Just with your smile, you say, yes, I can. Well, yes, you can. It was crazy. I have an album of a portrait in the market of Chisinau. Crazy. I come back in Moldavia soon.
Yeah, they're very friendly to photo camera actually.
Yeah.
In
It's very, very interesting, yes. And also I think it's, with a small camera, it's better. It's my conviction.
And it's very interesting, like you said, that there is a very thin border between travel photography and street photography.
Yeah.
So this is what we have to understand actually when we go into this.
There is big difference between the both. Big difference. And if you want the emotion, you need the real life, okay, in Bucharest. Because if it's in Barcelona, if it's to take the touristic guy in the street, it's not interesting. Definitely. So you can take the same picture in Paris, New York, or if you find this border, maybe you will have good photography. But at the beginning, when I'm arrived there, I start in Lipscani, because I play also with the big advertising on the wall. You can play with this. It's for fun. It's to understand. In my workshop, I explain to play with the street. I start by Lipscani, and after the second session, it's outside Lipscani, and after that we can play with the Yamakasi guy. I know the Yamakasi guy. I have 8 street artists who want to play with me during my session, because the guy, I give a meeting for one guy, he came, he play, take the photo, and everybody give the photo for the advertising for him, and it's sharing. The photography, it's sharing emotion, it's sharing the fun. If you like photography, take your camera, go in the street, take a Fuji. The best memory. I don't know if it's the best, but the great memory. It was in the ghetto in Mexico, because it was the most dangerous moment for me in my life with the photography, and because we went for the magic show for the children with my photography in my camera. I take the photography in the ghetto in Mexico City. And at one time we stop, like we turn like this. We stop the car to take the photo. The guy come with the gun like this to say stop now, stop, get out the car or something like this. I have my camera like this. I take the photo. It's my last photo. Promise. I say the reflex. Clack. I say it's the last one. Okay. And the guy just push us just a little bit like this. And one woman, no, this is the magician. Don't touch him. This is the magician. I was in the good street for the magic show, and it was the gang. I was for the children of this gang. 15 minutes to work like this, and I have a good photo. And I have a good photo too. It's my great memory. Yes, very, very difficult. After that, in the favela in Rio, also, if you ask the permission to take the photo in the favela, you can. With my Nikon and the big lenses, I have one guy in front of me with Kalashnikov, and other guy behind me with Kalashnikov, and I work with them. They got to protect me to take the photo in the favelas, okay? With Nikon. Now with Fujifilm, I have just one guy. It's better. I think it's less dangerous. It's real, it's completely true, all this story.
Photography is some kind of combination of madness and courage and crazy.
Yes, because you need the courage. You can have the courage here because it's dangerous here with the play with the tram, with the bus, the taxi. You have a lot of yellow taxi. It's interesting to take the photo with them, but it's dangerous too. And you need the courage to. If you want a good photo, you need to be close of the subject. Definitely, if you are with your zoom like this, you lost all the emotion. All the emotion is lost with the zoom. For me, it's true. The greats, it's Cartier-Bresson who say that it's important to be close of the subject. Yes, it's true. It's true. It's true. You need to. If you don't like your photo, it's because you was too far. So, with this kind of camera, my zoom is my feet. It's necessary to be close to have a good photo. And step by step, you learn to be close of the topic, and the photos are very nice after. Yes. The courage. I don't know. Stupidity or courage, I don't know.
It's definitely something good.
The border, the border. But yes, I like take some risk because I can run fast, huh? Or jump. So I don't play with animals or something like this. No. Do you like street photography? Who do the street photography? Tell me, who do the street photography? Time by times. Yes. Which kind? Where? Here? In Sismidu Park, yes. It's not dangerous. Just a butterfly, birds. It's good, like animals. What in the Sismidu? What street photography you take in the? It's street or it's a park photography? Let me check. No, it's a street photography too. Yes. Yeah. And when you take a photo, you are close or you are far?
I try to catch courage and be closer to people.
You can also, if you know very well your camera, you can. I work like this. I work with always with this. I show you a good tips. Okay, like this is very interesting because I don't like the camera here, and like I know my camera, I have the button like this. I can work like this. I take the photo. If the guy is very close, I take the photo. Click, 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 and after I look. If I'm not happy, I come back. Click, 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 click. But when you know your camera, it's possible to take the photo just on the apps like this. It's possible, huh? But always, when I take the photo like this, I never had the good emotion inside. Never. The best emotion, like this, and close too. So, definitely. See, like this, it's the limit for me. The best, it's like this. And your emotion is very good. And this kind of people is very interesting because you take the photo like a magician. Okay? You can take the guy like this, up, finish. Don't me, no. Look. Oh. Promise. And street photography, it's some street photography tips, huh? It's not necessary to run and to walk 4 kilometers in the street, okay, by session. Huh? I cannot walk a lot. But if you have the good place, you can play with your environment, you can play with the guy, you can play with people. One important tip in street photography, you must feel the street. You must feel the mood of the street. What I mean? The people work in the street, okay, work. And every day, the mood change, okay? The Monday is different than Wednesday, then Saturday, okay, then the holidays. People work differently in the park than in the street, okay? You must feel this mood at the beginning. After, you need to work less fast than the crew, okay? Why? Because you are in the street. You can see the subject arrive in front of you. If you work like this, people behind you can arrive there. And you have to change to have a good situation. Okay? If you work like the people behind you, you never cross the way of this guy, and the possibility reduces. Okay? After, when you have a good background, it's like a fishing. Okay? You they always say, I like this background, okay? I have the light, I like the wall, I have the graffiti. Ah, interesting, I'm waiting now. Oh, was a guy arrive. The look is not good. I take a test for the light, exposure, something like the distance, and after you're waiting the good moment. There is always a good moment. Just waiting. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, but not more, not more. Always something happen in the street. Just look around. Just catch the good moment. Okay, this is some tips. And street photography, it's not boring. It's a good school also for the photography for the party with your friend, for example. Because in the street photography, you can learn anticipation. Anticipation, it's someone arrived there, the background is there. Oh yes, I want this. Yes, because I know that the people work here. Okay, it's anticipation. After that, when you have this reflex in the party, in the wedding, in the, I don't know, birthday, you know the good moment. Ah, yes, the cake arrived with the candle, okay? Ah, where's the best background? Yes, here. Okay, you, get out. This is my place, okay? But also interesting to learn and to know where that is your good place, the good way, the good position for the photography after. And the street is very interesting for this. And also, the difference, if you are a wedding photographer, it's very difficult to arrive with a Fujifilm camera because it's a small one. When I'm arrived with the X100 and the X Pro one, okay, and I'm an official photographer, the guest arrive with an Nikon with a 70-200 okay, lenses, with two cameras, and everybody knows, think that this guy is official photographer. It's me, okay, it's me. But with my small camera, and the people try to push me, just to see. But, but you know the good place. You are at the good place with your small camera, nobody look at you, and you take the good photo too. It's because you are like a tourist in the wedding. And when you are in the tourist, nobody look at you. It's difficult for your ego if you want that people see you or something like this. Yes, definitely not a good way. But if you want a good photo, it's very, very good. Promise. I'm not a wedding photographer, but sometimes for friends, I do the photographer. And I'm very happy with the results. And it's possible with X100. I do one with just X100. Good. Just need to have a big angle. You go far. And it's interesting. It's always interesting. To play with a fixed lens, it's also interesting. The zoom is different attitude, different mood. Anything else? Yes?
How many photos do you take on a normal day?
In one day? Before, a lot. I'm a photographer since 2 years, 2 years and a half, okay? And street photographer, just 1 year and a half. In 2 years, I took 400,000 photos, okay?
You change the camera?
I changed the camera after, yes. It's a lot, but I don't do the school, the photography school. I need to learn, and it's difficult to find a photographer who helps you to learn photography. It's very difficult, okay? In this, it's like a magic. Like a magician, to find some magician who give the tricks, okay? No. Forget. In photography, it's often the same. And it's a shame, I think, because if you want to grow up, you must share your experience. Okay, I learn, and someone, a photographer, say, you want to become a photographer? Take a photo. I take a photo, I try to observe my composition or something like this. And for the composition, I'm okay because I'm illusionist at the TV. I did 400 TV show, okay? And I know the image with the video camera. So after, for me, it's probably more easy to take a photo with the camera and to have a good composition. It's a similar. And by day, I took probably 300, 400, 500 photos in one day, okay? Because I would like, yes, I would like to take the photo of everything. Now, around 80 or 100, not more, in one session. And 100 photo, probably 10 more or less good, and 5 good photos. And sometimes, when you are lucky, you have 1 very good. Sometimes. Sometimes. It's for this that I do every day in the street, to prepare to have a lot of photos.